mayhem207 and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to do a couple of things that I've not done before. One, I'm going to talk into the microphone while I race because, well, it seems like a good enough time to do that on YouTube. And then secondly, I'm going to race in flat screen, which is something I've not really done because I'm a VR racer. However, AMS2 doesn't seem to let me want to save replays. I don't know why. So I can't actually do it because therefore you'd just be watching me in VR, you get all the head shake. It's not really very nice to watch. So I kind of like you guys. I don't really want you to be sick. So therefore I'm going to do it in flat screen and humiliate myself for you. So the least you can do is drop a thumbs up. It's not very often I ask for that. So but this one is going to be probably quite embarrassing because I don't really know what I'm doing in flat screen. I have no sense of depth. I have no sense of anything. So here we are in the trophy trucks and I need to pause. Let's go resume. So trophy trucks came out yesterday as part of the Adrenaline Part 2 pack and it is hella good fun. I mean, my god, these things are a nightmare to handle. So one thing to bear in mind is, as I said, I am a VR racer. I am not a flat screen racer, so you're going to see some awful driving today. And I would apologize, but I'm not going to. So, as I said, Adrenaline Part 2 came out yesterday, which brought with it these fantastic beasts of a machine. The Super Trophy Trucks. Means nothing to me. All I know is they are damn good fun. Like, hella good fun. And very, very heavy on the steering. So in terms of what they like to drive, I think I've already established the good fun. I've said that a few times. The force feedback is very, very heavy. The brakes are actually surprisingly not too bad. Cornering is questionable, especially when you see the front wheel lift like that. So every time you go around a corner, you're going to have to basically not accelerate at the apex like you normally would. You're going to have to wait until after that before you put the foot down because that front corner is going to lift. Which, while it's good fun, you kind of need both wheels on the front if you've got to turn. I hear that's quite important. Now, I usually drive the car on its roof, so I mean, that's somewhat irrelevant to me because apparently I can drive them upside down. However, this one likes to be driven with four wheels on the ground, but it tends to lift one of them. Constantly, but it makes it very, very, very good fun. And I have to say, hand on heart, this is the most fun car I've driven in AMS2. Now, you do have the tendency to potentially, my god, have that happen. Now, that I didn't cause all that. Not a chance I caused all that. However, I'm going to try and turn, and this is going to be the worst three-point turn in the world. And then I'm going to try and catch everyone. Ugh. There we go. Right, let's get round and go again. Now I've got to try and catch everyone. So I've got 5 laps to get from P20 to P1. Drop a comment below. Am I going to do it? I don't think I will, but you know, hey, you never know. So these things are going to try and kill you. It's just the nature of the game. But I tell you what, if it tries to kill you, you are going to have great fun when it comes to allowing it to try and do that. So I am on the P1 steering wheel, which, if for those of you who watched the last video will know that I don't particularly love this wheel. I find it very cheap, very plasticky. I get a lot of creaking from it usually. However, in terms of this, I want the leverage from it because doing this in a McLaren one, it's not the easiest thing in the world. I really want the leverage of being able to grab wherever I want on the wheel, as I'm going to overshoot a corner massively. Again, trying to talk and drive, not the best thing. Please don't judge my driving skills because, well, I don't have any. And if you can't judge something that doesn't exist. So just ignore my driving skills and just look at it and just take a think of how much fun this would be to drive. If not, a really good arm workout, because I'm not joking, this thing is heavy on the force feedback. So if you do have a, what's the word I'm looking for, a stronger wheelbase than 8 Newton meters, which is what I'm running now, you're going to want to potentially tone that down because this thing's heavy and these jumps are very jolty. It's honestly, it's quite the arm workout. I'm not gonna lie. Now I don't have everything set to 100%. I've got it set to 100% in the Fanatec software. However, in game I have it set to 60%, and even then, that's arguably too much. But those ramps, my goodness, they make this fun. Now you'll notice as I come around this long, sweeping right-hander, this thing just wants to try and spin me out. And you'll see that the brakes, I mean that's 500 meters and I'm only just slowing down for the corner. So it's hard work. But it is also great fun. So I've tried this video a few times. I think as I've already said, maybe that was another take and maybe I'm losing my mind. However, I can't save replays in AMS2, so therefore in VR that's not terribly nice for you to watch. Hence why I'm doing this in flat screen. And every time I've done it, I've had such good fun that this is why I'm persisting with trying to do this video, because I think more people should give this a try. Now, if you haven't tried AMS2, AMS2 is very much worth picking up. It's currently £10.49 on the Steam sale, and trust me, that will be one of the best £10.49 purchases you make. The season pass is also on sale for $39.99. Which will give you so much content that it really is worth picking up. Now when it comes to the driving in AMS2, the GT3s, if you're into GT3s, this isn't the sim for you. It's not very good for GT3s. They're very, very floaty, especially when you compare them to something like ACC or LMU, or even iRacing in fact. However, if you are into just random types of driving, or you just want to have a game where you can pick up GT3s and you don't care if it's the best experience, and you also want to drive Formula, you want to drive go-karts, you want to drive super trophy trucks, you want to drive, Jesus, you want to drive a proper truck? They've got that in here as well. They also have endurance races like LMDH, LMP2s. It's probably the best overall value game to get, particularly if you're just starting out. So I think in terms of value, this is probably second for me, and the original Assetto Corsa would be first. Now that does come with a caveat, like everything in life, let's face it. If you are not good with PCs at all, as I spin out, if you're not good with PCs at all, then Assetto Corsa base game probably isn't going to be for you. Now, modding Assetto Corsa base game is not difficult. You just need something called Content Manager, which will also install something called Custom Shader Patch for you. And then you want something called Pure on top of that, and graphically you're going to be sorted. That game is going to look as good as anything else that you put in front of it. Force feedback in it is great, and you can get all that for £13. Hence why I say that is the best value game to get if you're just getting into sim racing. Now, if you can't be arsed with all that, and I understand that, if that's not your thing at all, you just want to pick up and play, that's it. Really, AMS2 is where it's at. I'm not even gonna lie. It's just got everything in it you could possibly want if you're just starting out. And even if you're not just starting out, you just want a good, fun game. The caveat with that is if you are massively into GT3 and you want the best GT3 experience, or you're looking for the best online experience, then AMS2 probably isn't there for you. If you're a single player racing person, like I have been until now, I am about to go into online multiplayer, then AMS2 is absolutely where it's at. I think this has the best AI of any sim racing game. It's, again, probably not even close actually. The AI will race you, they will race each other, they will find gaps, they will try and outbrake you. They will give you a proper run for your money. If you set them right. If you set them really, really low, then obviously you're going to walk all over them, which is... depends what you're after. You might find that fun. If you're a VR player now, why don't you have this already? I mean, that's all I've got to ask. If you're a VR racer, then... I mean, this is the pinnacle, pretty much. I can't describe it as anything else. It performs very well in VR, it looks stunning in VR, and it does it very, very well, even on lower end hardware. It's very easy to achieve 72 FPS in this on low end hardware. It's very easy to achieve 90 FPS on low to mid end hardware. And then if you have high end hardware, like I've got, so I've got a 7900 XTX, I can run this game basically on ultra and I can get 90 FPS quite happily. And it looks incredible. The only downside is shadows in VR. Now, the shadows don't look too bad when I'm on flat screen, but for some reason in VR, they look awful. Whether they're on low, medium, high, or ultra, they look terrible. And I don't know why, because it's the only aspect of the game that looks awful. So, set them to low, and away you go. So, well, annoyingly, that's it done. Like, this is so much fun. I don't want to stop, so I'm just going to keep racing and weaving. But yeah, there we have it. There is the Super Trophy trucks in Adrenaline Pack Part 2, the 1.6.4 update for AMS2. Incredibly good fun. I thoroughly recommend you try these, if for nothing more than just to put a damn smile on your face, because it's just so good. Those ramps are so fun that, honestly, I would just want to throw a Formula 1 car over, or a Formula car and a GT3. I just want to throw it over and just see what it does, because, well, why wouldn't I? I mean, it's just awesome. It really, really is. So, I might even put that into this video, actually. I might go and do that now. I might give that a try. Let's go! Ugh! That's brilliant. Oh my god, right. So yeah, so if you haven't tried AMS2, thoroughly recommend it. Currently on sale on Steam, £10.49, and I assure you, I don't think you'll be disappointed at £10.49. With the season pass at £39.99, so there you have it. So I've been Just Dave, reminding you all to keep your rubber side down, or in this instance, jump as high as you bloody can, because it's so much fun. And yeah, remember, we do this for fun, so be kind to one another. Until next time, take care. Bye.